Hey, I'm Dan. I'm also Dan. Dan. King's Quest 4. The Perils of Rosella. Microphone test. Hello. Oh, that is some janky 1988 computer music. Hey, what's up? It's Dan. Let me just get settled here. I'm flying solo for one of my semi-yearly playthroughs of an old school Sierra game from my childhood. I absolutely love this game. Directed by Roberta Williams, of course, a legend in the gaming industry. She was a brilliant mind. I mean, is a brilliant mind. She's still alive. This music was composed by William Goldstein, which was also marvelous. Of course, now 30 years later, the processing power of this computer is a little bit too fast, so you'll hear a lot of sounds and music go, it doesn't, it's a little janky. But you know what? It's fine. It's part of the charm. So this is a game I played a ton when I was maybe 9 years old, 10 years old with my friends. It is King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella. And that is Rosella, the beautiful, beautiful 8-bit princess. With the return of his long-lost son, Alexander, and the rescue of his daughter, Rosella, from the terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on his... He passed on his adventure hat to his kids. I'm gonna have to read a little faster. It's fine. I don't know what that H in the bottom corner is for. Maybe hydrogen. He flings the battered hat towards his children while his wife while they look on. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experiences a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. Got that one. Help me, he rasps. The adventurer's hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. Shit. This was a huge bummer when I was a kid, because I loved King Graham. He was the main protagonist of the first game. King Graham lies weakly in bed, Father Death hovering near. Grief suddenly overwhelming her, Rosella runs from the room. Oh, Father, she sobs. You're still young. You should have many years ahead of you. Oh, I wish I could help you, Father. Do you really mean that? A soft voice asks. Rosella looks up, but sees no one. Who's speaking to me? Boy, I am, the voice says. Look in the magic mirror. These cards go by fast. You really gotta... Rosella sees an image in the mirror. Who are you? She queries. I am the fairy Genesta. In my land of Tamir, there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit. But this is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, one would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years. Rosella is much heartened by this news. Where is the land of Tamir? Well, it's through the mirror. You dizzy dame. Genesta smiles. Tamir is very far away, but with my magic, I can bring you here. Rosella senses that there is more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems? Again, Genesta smiles. Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Tamir, I will explain the situation. However, once I bring you here, I can't send you back. You will have to help me first. Go, Rosella, go! Confused, Rosella says, I don't know. What if I can't help you or find the tree? Valid concerns. Genesta... That was a pretty rough musical break. Genesta pleads, you must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weaker by the minute. Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer, and her voice barely audible. If you care for your father, say yes now, and suddenly she's gone. Yes! I suppose you could probably, if they gave you a prompt choice, you could say no and then skip this whole game, and then we're done here. But fuck that! You're an adventuring lady, and you gotta respect it. I believe this was actually the first adventure game to ever feature a female protagonist, so strides were being made. The lovely fairy speaks. I am the fairy Genesta. Welcome to Tamir. Oh, it's my 1988 dream threesome. Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She is stunningly beautiful. Whoops. Finally, Rosella speaks. I know you... This music. I know you would like me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I could help a fairy. Genesta looks sadder than ever. You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers. Yesterday, as I was strolling through the woods, Lolat, an evil fairy, caught me unawares and stole my magic talisman. Lolat sucks. We will see a lot of her. The fairy sighs. She yanked it from my neck and raced away, screeching with laughter. Immediately, I felt my powers diminishing and my body weakening. I will die in 24 hours if my talisman is not returned. Stakes are high, man. This game throws you right into it. Oh, the single 8-bit tear. Intently, Genesta looks at Rosella. Lolat is very evil and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I figure it will contaminate my whole country. Maybe this is 16, but I don't know. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman. Rosella is unsure as to what she can do. Meekly, she asks, I want to help you, but how? You can do more than you think, Rosella, Genesta assures her. I believe you will be able to penetrate Lolat's domain. Hell yeah. Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit? Remorsefully, Genesta looks at Rosella. It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island within a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains. Yeah, it's tough to get to. Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I will help you in any way I can, Genesta. How can I find Lolat? Man, Rosella's life has taken a crazy turn in the last 2.5 minutes. The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lolat's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. Genesta looks weaker as she says, There's not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. One thing I must do for you, though. I shall disguise you as a peasant girl so as not to attract attention. Oops. Okay, I pushed the button. So that skipped the rest of the scene. Point is, she turned us into a peasant girl. And that's us. Look at my sweet little braids. Ooh, you know what? This is not the version I wanted to play. Oh, here we go. This is what Daddy wanted. Yes! Oh, much better. Nope, not my first time. Oh, great. Okay, I guess they just threw us right into it. Well, that saves us some time. Okay, look at graphics advancements. Okay, so let's look around. A river coming from the east spills into the blue ocean before you. A lonely beach edges the ocean. From atop the bluff, a lovely meadow stretches eastward. Well, let's check out this lovely meadow, shall we? Oh, man, I love being back in this world. This game, again, as with all Sierra games from this particular time period, I'm sure it looks very primitive to you younger folk who have grown up with incredible computer graphics. But I do have to say, this really was mind-blowing at the time. It was just a huge world to explore, and I just couldn't imagine video games ever looking more advanced than this. Isn't that adorable to think about? Let's go a little faster. All right, so now we are traipsing through the meadow, and this ooh, there's a crow. Look, crow. The raven doesn't look to be a friendly bird at all. No, it is not, as we will learn. Yeah, so there's a lot to do in this game, and a relatively short amount of time to do it. But I've played this recently, and okay, so there's a robin. Look, robin. A pretty robin pulls hungrily at a long earthworm. So let me get on over there. And, oh, the robin has been frightened away. But, whoop, take worm. Yes! She has left the worm! And now we have had our first success. John. Who's John? All right, let's try that. John save, I apologize. You must be ignored. This is Dane's Game of Worm Thrones. Cool. All right, we're off, man. I just wanted to grab that worm. That worm happens kind of randomly, so I wanted to take a shot in the dark and see if I could grab it real quick. But yeah, I just played this through with Ash, actually. We like playing these games together. And she crushed it. I was very impressed. There was a lot I didn't remember, and she was like, "What if you tried this?" And it was always right. So, screw her. Just kidding. Love you, boo. Let's look here. You have come upon a cute little house built right into a huge tree. An old water wheel attached to the house goes unused beside the little river that flows gently before the house. All right, well, let's come back to this house in a second. We'll go a little bit faster because whoops, that's pretty quick, but I think I can still handle it. Just want to get a lay of the land. Here's a lovely graveyard, which we'll come back to. Look, graveyard? That's a graveyard. You know what? Well, you can see it. It looks like a friggin' graveyard. Oh, here's a little situation. Look, pond. This is a very pretty little pond. Floating upon it are many beautiful water lilies. You spy a large frog sitting on top of a big lily pad, and yes, it's wearing a little gold crown. So you know that motherfucker's a prince. But we can't do anything with him just yet. Sorry for cursing. Here is a little bridge. And as you can see, something is going on underneath that bridge. So let's take a look. Look under bridge. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Aha! You have found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. So let's look. Oh, and if you heard that little da-na-na-na, that's that means you did something right. So let's look ball. It is a gold ball. And let's look worm. It is a worm. Now we know. But yeah, like I grew up in a town in New Jersey, and it had like a lot of little bridges and rivers like this and trees like weeping willows and stuff. So this was another thing I loved about this game so much. It really reminded me of home. And when I was done playing it and I would wander in like the woods around my house, I had a lot of like mental, you know, adventures in my brainium. So let's look at this pool. The beautiful pool is lined with tall marble columns. Its crystal clear water looks very inviting. Let's get nude. Okay. Take off clothes. All right, well, there go my dreams. Well, it was worth a shot. But there should be something going on at this pool sometime soon. But oh, and here's another cottage. Just want to give you a little lay of the land first. And that raven is flying over. I'll give you a little spoiler. That raven is one of Lolat, the evil fairy's kind of goonish creatures that is always kind of traipsing around. Oh no! Oh god! Okay! Oh, you're caught. The terrible ogre grabs you by the braids and drags you off to an untimely end. Dinner will definitely be on you tonight. Cool, I've managed to die. And there's Roberta Williams. Thank you for playing King's Quest. Thank you, Roberta. Glad I saved my worm game. I remember, okay, that's one death. I remember Roberta Williams saying in an interview that it felt weird to her for a female protagonist to die. And I kind of know what she's talking about. I do not like it when Rosella dies in this game. It makes me feel kind of extra bad. Um, but I love Rosella. She's such a lovely character. Um, so you know what? Let's turn up the speed even a little faster so we can really get moving around here. Oh, look at this. Cupid. What's up, dog? See, he can get nude. Oh, you startled Cupid. Yeah, you better run. Talk shit to Cupid. Cupid only wants to get away from you. Damn right. But look what Cupid left. Okay, I've fallen into the pool. But look what Cupid left. His little bow and arrow. So let's take that. Take bow. Okay, so that's good. That's what I was kind of hoping would happen in my last playthrough. But then you know what? I got clubbed over the head by a giant and eaten. So let that be a helpful lesson to you. Sometimes you just need to let yourself get eaten by a large man and all your dreams come true. Let me get that gold ball one more time, and then we'll be back up to speed. Look under bridge. Okay, sorry. I look down at the keyboard when I type like a child. All right, so now we got this, and let's save the game. Dang, I got bow and ball and arrow and well, good enough. All right, let's move on, shall we? Now I think there's a bunch of different things we could do, but I think I will go ahead and visit this little cottage. Or house, whatever you might want to call it. But it's certainly charming, very Disney-esque. If you recognize it, then you know what's coming. So, open door, and in I go. And look at this. This is the main room of the Seven Dwarves' cozy treehouse. Heck yeah, we're in the Seven Dwarves' house. What a mess it is. So you can take that as a little hint and go ahead and clean that house. Just like Snow White did, right? Didn't Snow White do that? I think that was a thing. So I didn't remember that clearly from the Disney movie, but Ash was like, clean their house, and then I did it, and it was masterful. And look at Rosella. She just Bruce Lee's that shit and annihilates the entire thing. These moments in this game, see, we're kind of rolling through this quickly. But Sierra games back in the day, of course, there was no internet. There were hint lines that you could use for help, but basically, it was very tough to make progress. And whenever the smallest bit of, whenever you had any success, it was worth reveling in. And so, you hear the dwarves approaching. You watch quietly as the dwarves file in one by one, get a bowl of soup, and take a seat at the table. So here's a perfect example. Every one of these goddamn dwarves is going to come in and take his meal. So this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like now, with the pace of games that we're used to these days, this kind of thing is like, all right, guys, wrap it up. After, the fourth or fifth dwarf. But at the time, like, you would make so little progress in these games that when something good happened and you actually succeeded, you were like, hell yes. Now I get to watch a bunch of good stuff, and just bask in my triumphs. It doesn't seem like there's a dopey in this group. I always I always looked for the one without the beard, who had kind of a lazy eye. Did Dopey have a lazy eye? Can't remember. But it doesn't seem like it. It just seems like all these dwarves are your typical, classic, run-of-the-mill, meat and potatoes, average-ass dwarves. But that is the last one. This dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup. Come on, Chonker. But no. The 7 dwarves seem very pleased that you tidied their messy home. One politely asks you your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with them and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. So it was actually him being super cool and getting us a bowl of soup. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat the surprisingly delicious soup. Munch it down. Talk dwarves. You politely talk to the dwarf nearest you. Where are you from, Rosella? He asks. You tell him Daventry. The dwarf thinks for a moment. Never heard of it. I always like to imagine that even though it's not, it's clearly a nice moment. I always like to imagine this as like a super awkward, quiet moment where you just hear like the tink, tink, tink of like the spoons hitting the bowls and nothing else. Talk dwarves again. Again, you engage in conversation. Is Daventry far from Tamir? The dwarves wonder. Very far, you tell them. How did you get here? They ask. As you don't want to get into the specifics, you tell them by sea. That answer seems to satisfy them as they return to their eating. Tink, 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 tink. Delicious. That would be it. That's like the classic awkward, like you're on a date with someone and you just have nothing to say to each other and you're just quietly eating and then someone says, delicious. Tink, 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 tink. It's time for the little men to go back to the mine. They work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Goodbye and thanks for the soup, you call, as they take their leave. One by goddamn one. Taking their sweet-ass time. No, of course they wouldn't just all get up and hang out together. Like all great friends, they walk single file and never make eye contact. I also like to imagine the final dwarf to leave. It's just like, so you go to high school or? I'll just go. Never mind. You finished your soup. Also, it was the best soup you've ever tasted. Maybe though you were just really hungry. I mean, yeah, you've done some shit here. So you stand up, clean. Okay, you're gonna clean again. Because that is the courteous thing to do. And look what one seems to have left. A tiny pouch. But still, you're cool like that, so you're just gonna clean all the bowls. I hope that's the last of it. Let's just check here. Look table. You see a long wooden table. You also notice a blue pouch. Look pouch. Okay, that's what we knew about the blue pouch. Take pouch. All right, now look pouch. Nope, that's putch. It's a diamond pouch filled with diamonds. Excellent. So now we're rich. And let's just save that because we wouldn't want to have to go through it again. And dwarves take a long ass time. Eat. Okay. So, man, that raven is fucking everywhere. So we're going to go visit the dwarves because we have to return their little pouch to them. Very, very sweet of us. We're just great people. And so here's the little mine that where they work all day. Very conveniently located. Kind of reminds me when I first joined Game Grumps and we recorded out of Aaron's house and I lived right across the street and I could just get up and walk to work and Oh, it was delightful. And look at this little gemstony mine. How delightful. And I've fallen. I'm all right. You're okay, Rosella. Shake it off. So let's trot over here. And there's our boy. So let's look. You see the busy little dwarves hard at work within the diamond mine. The diamonds flash and sparkle from the earthen walls. I've never had trouble saying the word walls in my life, but here we are. Give pouch. You're not close enough. Let me get right up on this guy. Give pouch. Being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of diamonds to the dwarf. His gruff exterior softens a bit. Nah, you can keep it, he says. We got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. The dwarf's gruffness returns and he says, now skedaddle on out of here. All right, so let us skedaddle. And we got a lantern, so let's just take a peek. And there it is. And it is unlit at the moment, so that's important to know. We don't need... sometimes in Sierra games you'll need to find like a lighter or something, but I believe this lantern just has a flint on the side of it. So, god damn it. I've fallen down the thing again, and let's just take a second, and I will very slowly make my way up. This is the danger of having the speed on kind of quick during these sections of Sierra games. It can be easy to lose your footing, and I mean, here there's no real consequence for it, but in other parts of the game, you will definitely die. So, let's continue. Okay, so this is the cottage that belongs to the giant that fucking killed me. So we're gonna take an alternate route. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, now I know. I have to. I have some notes with me because there's a lot of ways you can do these things. There's a lot of little orders to certain things, but I just want to make sure I don't go on a side quest that I don't have the proper stuff for, and then I'll have to like backtrack. But overall, it's pretty leisurely paced at this point in the game, because it's daytime. Things get a little squirrely when the sun goes down. Here's a lovely haunted mansion. Indeed, this is a spooky old house. It looks as if no one has lived here for many years. Flanking the old house on both sides is a run-down cemetery. A thick forest looms all around. And you know we like our forests. THICC. So let's open this door. I love that little blah, blah, blah. So this is a little spooky haunted house. And there's a lot we'll need to do in here a little bit later. But for the moment, we just want to go in here. And here's another thing I was impressed that Ash figured out. I promise I'll stop talking about my other playthrough of this game. But she figured this one out when I was a kid. This took me maybe 3 months to figure out, and I was just stuck here forever. So you look in this room. Considering the disarray of the rest of the house, the parlor looks in relatively good order. However, the fireplace is cold and unused. The bookshelves are almost bare, and the old furnishings are dusty. The key here is not these two dick-like things in the fireplace, but this painting. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently, and notice that her eyes seem to stare at the left wall of the parlor. So in retrospect, that should have been a clear hint as to what's going on, but I hadn't figured it out. So you got to go over to this little blank wall, and you look at the wall. You examine the left wall closely and notice a little latch. I don't know what the verb would be. Pull latch? You flip the latch in the wall, and behold, you have discovered a secret door. Mm-hmm. Girl. Ah, yes. Okay, so there's a shovel. Uh, let's just look around. You have found a secret to. Wow, tower is the word. I was like, a secret tower. Narrow steps spiral dizzyingly upwards. You notice a shovel leaning against the wall. So let's take that shovel. We are going to need that later. So up these stairs, we will go up there eventually, but don't need to do that just yet. I hope you don't mind just kind of like taking you on a little tour through this game. I know in other Space Quest games that I hadn't played in a long time, I was kind of like refiguring out everything. In this game, I pretty well know what to do, but it's still super charming to me to spend time in here, in this world, because I don't know, it's just something about it is very beautiful to me. But all we need for now is the shovel. This place kind of, like most haunted mansions, this place kind of comes to life at night. But for now, get fucked, Raven. Get I mean, what are you doing, man? All right. So now, let's see. Notes. Okay. I am going to, wait. Hang on a second. I don't want to, yes. There we go. Oops. Now I've got it together. So what we want to do is we want to get back to that little pond where the frog was. And I can't exactly remember where it is. It's right here. Okay. Sorry. Let's save our game. Let's try frog pond is full of frog juices. Great. Oh, all right. We scared the frog away. I fucked it up. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Okay, there he is again. So we know that, well, let's just look one more time. Okay. We know that if we get too close to him, we scare him. But as with the old fairy tales of enchantment, perhaps if we drop the gold ball as an offering, you accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. From atop a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with, "Yes!" your lost ball in its mouth. Oh man, been there. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you. What a sweet little frog. Here he comes. Look, frog. The large frog stares back at you with big bulging eyes. Take ball. Nope. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want the frog to leave. I've blown it yet again. Third time's a charm. Drop ball. Okay, so here comes the frog. He has brought me my jam once more. Okay. Pick up frog. Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big, bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. Ladies, you know what I gotta do. I gotta kiss this frog. Kiss for... You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Booyakasha! Suddenly the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. Ah, my prince has returned. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to be a princess, while you're nothing more than a peasant girl. You blanch a bit at that remark, but say nothing. Well, ta-ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. What a tool. But that's not important anymore. What matters is we got his crown, and I'll take the gold ball too. All right, we've got 27 points. We're cruising right along. Now let's save the game again. I'll just save it with the same thing and show you what happens when I put on the crown. Boom. Poof. You're a little froggy. So there's not much I can do as a frog. You don't like the clammy feeling of being a frog. You look around, decide there's no reason to be one right now, and remove the little gold crown. Okay, so that's what we need to know. There is a, we're okay. Right now, we're good on being a frog. We have to do some traveling, so let's pick up the pace a little bit. And, oops, sorry, my mouse is on a slope, which is why it keeps creeping back into the screen. So there's also some world we have yet to explore. And let's see what we can do in the meantime. Okay, so here's the crypt. This will be important later, but not much we can do now. Here's what we were looking for. So here's the little waterfall. Now, if I go into that waterfall right now, I will die. And I don't like dying. But you know who can get into a waterfall? A little freaking frog. So let's put on the crown. Boom. And then it automatically just hops right in. And there you go. It sure feels good to be yourself again. So let's look in here. What's this? Why, it's a cave behind the waterfall. You see an old board lying by the cave entrance. So let's take that board. Excellent. And let's save again. I'll just save it as the frog pond is full of frog juices, because this is a place where it's very easy to die. We're going to go into this cave, and we don't want to do anything just yet. You can't see it, but there's a monster lurking in here that it ruins your day. It fucks you right up. So this cave is very dark. Try as you might, you cannot peer through the darkness. And we don't want to right now. All we want is the bones on the ground. You see a pile of bones by the cave entrance. So let's take a bone. So that's good. And as soon as we walk in, nope. It's too dark to see. Oh no, you've been caught by the vicious troll. Great. Super D-duper. Fate be what it may, you are dragged off to meet it. All right. So now you know. Very visually arresting scene. But we were murdered by the cave troll. Yeah, there he goes. Get out of here, dude. I'm just want to take your bone. Take bone. Okay, now we're out of here. F this place. Can we survive this? Let me see. Maybe it'll just spit us back out. Cool. All right, that's all we needed. Okay, so we have made more progress. Good for us. Now there's a little bit more to do as we wander through this land. This is a nice little babbling brook. We are looking for a unicorn. We are looking for a minstrel. And we are looking for a flute-playing pan. Any one of those will help us with stuff. But I need to find one of those things before we can continue on our merry way. So let's just do a little searching around, shall we? Here is a beautiful meadow. And some more meadow. See, this is another thing that was kind of difficult about these games at the time. Like, your friend, you would watch your friend play, and there would be the thing he needs, like the worm was easily for us when we first started playing. But you could, like, the minstrel could be sitting on this rock. That's one of the places he hangs out. but sometimes he's just not around. And then you wonder, oh, but there he is now. Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. And now that I say this, I realize I forgot some shit. Dang it. All right, well, we'll talk to him in the meantime. Talk minstrel. You say hello to the minstrel, who looks at you in surprise. Well, well, who do we have here, he asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play one of my favorite tunes, and begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited, as he plunks and pings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. This guy sucks. Let's get out of here. But I'll remember that he's there. Okay, so he is to the left of the frog pond. Noted. And there's Pan. Great, but we can't do anything with him right now either. Because we're a little bit out of order. So these things are just kind of like, oops. Okay, this is the place where the giant can kill you, so I'm just gonna maybe not be here right now. Let's look at that little bird up in the tree. You see small birds here and there. Well, thank you. Sometimes this game was very matter of fact and would make me feel stupid for like inquiring about stuff that I was like, oh, I'm sure that matters. But of course it doesn't. It's just a freaking bird. Let's see here. So now I need to get back to the little haunted house, which I believe is up here. Yep, it's to the right of this, right? I should have drawn myself a map before this started, but no. Oh, there it is in the distance. How kind of them to draw it in there. Okay, I've fallen. Incredibly embarrassing. But hey, I mean, you know these games, like they take like 2 or 3 hours to finish, so you knew what you were getting into when this started. Come on now. So let's open the door. Travel up on inside. And what I forgot in this room was the books, to look at the books. You examine the few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is titled The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. Take book. You remove the Shakespeare book from the shelf and carry it with you. Okay, that's what I needed. Now we can continue. Basically, the fact that the minstrel sucks at minstreling is your first hint that perhaps he would be better off in another line of work. So we're gonna go find him again. And it's going to be, I hesitate to use the word delicious, but it's gonna be fucking delicious. I also appreciate how peaceful and quiet these games were. There you are, you saucy bastard. So let's give him the book. You hand the Shakespeare book to the minstrel. Curiously, he opens it and begins to read aloud, first hesitantly and then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Suddenly, he stops and looks at you. "This is wonderful," he exclaims. "This gives me a new lease on life. No longer am I a mere minstrel. Now I will become a famous actor. To be or not to be." God, living in LA, I feel like I've had this conversation with people. How's that? He then gives you his lute, bids you farewell, and wanders off to stardom. Good luck, buddy. I hope it works out for you. But now we have the lute, which is very good, because we need to find our boy Pan, the little... And there he is. Oh, right on cue. It's like they knew I was doing a playthrough. Look, Pan. You see a lively creature who is at the same time both man and goat. He is a satyr, and his name is Pan. He seems to be greatly enjoying his flute music. But what if I play the lute? Yeah, that stopped you in your little hoofy tracks, didn't it, you bastard? Also, I'm very impressed by Rosella and her ability to just crank out musical skills at any given moment. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the lute curiously. So now we give the lute to Pan. We're not close enough. So now we kiss Pan. He's too strange to kiss. Oh man, I've been told that. Okay, so give lute. Okay, Pan gratefully accepts your gift of the lute, and in return he gives you his flute. Happy now, he dances away with it. Oh, man, that is impressive. He can just pick that up for the first time after seeing it and jam out. I bet he's playing fish. I don't know why, it's what I can say. Pan plays flute. Dude, bro. Cool. So that is that. We're in good shape with just about everything. Cruising right along, 44 points out of 230. That's nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love it real hard. And now we're going to go back to the first stage that we started the game at, which is right up here. And we're going to go north because that is not something we have done quite yet. This little chasm, by the way, is something you can fall into and die. So be aware of that when you do your playthroughs. And there's a little fishing house. And look, a little fisherman off in the distance. All right. So let's go say what's up to him. He seems like a friendly fellow. Sorry, Seagull. Didn't mean to freak you out. Look. You are standing at the edge of an old weathered pier. From here to the west, you can see nothing but ocean. Look. Fisherman. You see a grizzled old fisherman on the pier. Apparently, he isn't having any luck today. Well, today is your lucky day, bro, because you're about to talk to a hottie. Talk fisherman. You say a few words to the old fisherman. However, he must have other things on his mind as he seems to ignore you. What a dickbag. You're not getting away that easily, MFer. So you're just going to follow him right into his house before he even has a chance to close the door. Open the door. What's up, y'all? I'm in your house now. The inside of the fisherman's shack looks almost as shabby as the outside. You see the old fisherman at the table and his wife kneading bread at the counter. The fisherman's fishing pole has been set in the corner. Yep, there it is over there. Now perhaps he'll talk to us, since he is stuck sitting at a table and I have waltzed into his domain. You talk to the grizzled fisherman as he sits at the table. Sighing, he tells you, "Them fish ain't been biting lately. If things don't get any better soon, I don't know what to do." What a sad tale, and yet strangely prevalent in 2019. So you know he's going through financial troubles. Talk, wife. You say hello to the poor woman with little patience. You say hello to the poor woman. With little patience, she responds, "What are you doing in here, young lady? Can't you see I'm busy? We have enough problems without worrying about you." So these are friendly folks. Let's give them a shit ton of money. We have that diamond pouch. So give pouch. You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who takes it gladly. "Wife, give the girl my fishing pole in trade," he tells his tired wife. Obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to you. "Thank you." Excuse me. "Thank you very much," she says, smiling. "You have certainly helped us." Pardon me while I readjust my microphone. Okay. This thing is drooping very slightly on a consistent basis. So if you hear me get softer very slightly, I promise I'll fix that in a second. Okay. So now I have the fishing pole. And so now it's time to do a little bit of fishing. Excuse me, seagull? Okay. Now, it wouldn't do much good to just have a fishing pole cast into the lake, but luckily I do have that worm. So let's put the worm on the hook. Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook of the fishing pole with a large earthworm. That worm's had a rough go of it, man. First it was getting taken apart by the robin, and now it's on a hook, about to get eaten by a fish. Oh well, that's life, fuckers. So, cast line. Oh, well, perhaps just fish. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. That's a good fishing stance. Nice wide. Oh, what? Fish. The fish don't seem to be biting. Fish again, baby. Let's see. Come on now. Give me that good. Oh. Fish don't seem to be biting. All right. I guess maybe I missed something. All right. We are not ready to get to that point yet. So let's go back and see what we're missing here. The only thing I can think of is that I haven't encountered the unicorn yet. Perhaps once I do, then it will let me do some fishing. So let's wander around like a bunch of lost jackasses in the sun and see if we can find ourselves a unicorn. I mean, what could be so hard about it, right? It's just finding a mythical creature which supposedly visits people once in their lives. Yeah, I love this little footbridge. Thought it was really, really pretty as a kid. I also like that you could walk over it and look under it. It's just the perspective and the scale of this game was always very cool to me. Nope, he doesn't show up on these screens. Unicorn, where are you, my sweet angel? You bastard! Show yourself! All right, I'll wander around for one more minute, and if we don't see him, I'll just ask Ben to little cut the footage. You still with me there, Ben? You hanging in there, homie? I know this is very long and peaceful. I hope you haven't fallen asleep. Okay, well, in that case, yep, let's pause the episode right here. And Ben will cut back in once I've found that unicorn. Here we go. There we go. Okay. God damn it, it ran away. All right, I guess don't bring it back yet. Okay, so we're back. I am a silly goose. I forgot to do one important thing that will trigger a bunch of other events that, you know, would normally just happen with you wandering around and exploring this world. So as you can see, I was just where the dwarves were at the mines. And I walk eastward, and here is a rocky path that leads up a mountain. Surely nothing bad could ever happen in a fantasy game at the top of a craggy mountain. Oh shit! Lolot's goons! Oh god, no! That looks uncomfortable. I mean, honestly, like, they already had me by the wrists. They could have just walked me up the path. But, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. But we are about to meet the main antagonist of the game, Lolot. Well, my pets, Lolot hisses, what have you drug home today? Lolot gives you— shit! Are you a foolish girl who wandered here by mistake, or are you a spy sent by my enemy, Genesta? I'm a spy. You swear to the lot that you are nothing but a poor peasant girl who has lost her way, but she doesn't seem to believe you as her mouth begins to snarl and her eyes narrow to mere slits. Yo, Lolot sucks. Not a fan, even though I like her 80s tiger stripe style columns and stairs. For the first time, you experience real fear and begin to tremble. And there's that raven you just saw that's always flying around. Lolot snarls, "You don't look stupid enough to have wandered here. I believe you're a spy." Well, that's flattering. She thinks we're smart. Take her to the cell. I think the dialogue box that we skipped was that Lolot has Genesta's jewel around her neck. Okay, so now we're in the dungeon. This is cool. Let me make it a little more normal speed. So this guy is doing well. At least 2 unfortunate individuals have met their end here. Yeah, that's the rack. That's where they stretch you out to make you taller. It's a beauty makeover thing. Boy, that you hear the henchmen returning. Perhaps they are setting you free. How very hopeful. Also impressive that guy's skeleton managed to stay together. The henchman motions you to follow him out of the cell. So now we're trotting back to Lolot. There's nothing to do in that dungeon. You just kind of sit there for a minute and think about how effed you are. Lolot gives you a sickly sweet look. "You're lucky, my dear," she coos. "My precious son Edgar has taken a liking to you, and he believes you. He convinced me to give you a chance to prove your innocence." That's Edgar over there, her son. He's adorable. Oh, look, he's blushing. You glance at the homely young man standing next to Lolot. He blushes. Lolot continues, "I wish to own the unicorn that inhabits the meadowland." There we go. "Bring me the unicorn, and I shall not only set you free, but reward you as well." To her henchmen, Lolot orders, "Go! Take her back to the forest!" And remember that talisman she has around her neck. That's the reason Genesta is dying, because she doesn't have that. So, it's a real, just a library of dick moves on Lolot's part. But they will set me down surprisingly gently here, which is quite considerate of them. And back they go. And we'll turn up the game speed just a little bit. And back we are. Maybe a scooch faster. All right, so now, hopefully, be it the will of God, we will find that unicorn that we were looking for. So let's see here. Now the unicorn will walk away, like run away from you every time you see her. As I don't know if Ben put it in, but I spotted the unicorn right after I paused the recording, and it was there, but it pieced out immediately. And there it is. Look, unicorn. You see a beautiful wild unicorn in the meadow. Its coat is dapple gray, and its wonderful horn shines like gold. The unicorn shies at your approach and trots away. No. Shoot, unicorn with arrow. Boom, baby! You aim one of Cupid's golden arrows towards the beautiful unicorn. You let go of the bowstring. Zing! Bullseye! I guess that also applies to unicorns' sides. The magnificent unicorn is no longer afraid of you. It's now your friend. Hell yeah, girl! Let that be another lesson to you. If someone is kind of giving you the cold shoulder that you really want to spend more time with, shoot them with an arrow. Pet unicorn. You gently stroke the velvety soft nose of the unicorn. It seems as if you've made a friend, Rosella. Ride, unicorn. It would not do you any good, as you could mount the unicorn but could not guide it. That's right. So we need a bridle. So let me just give this unicorn a smooch. You plant a big kiss on the velvety nose of the beautiful unicorn. Mwah! All right. And now and only now, is it time to fish. But let's save the game. Because we've done some good things here. Unicorn like me, yay. Cool. Let's see here. So we travel across the land and back. As soon as you hit the shore, you travel back up north to the fisherman's house. And I do have to say, I do love how Rosella's braids, like, even if you stop it, it's like, it always catches it mid-swing. Yeah, I love the way they move. I like to move it. I like to move it. If you know that song, chances are you're a child of the 90s. Okay, so now let's see if we can go fishing in a way that will net us a little bit of a fish. Or I could fall in the fucking water like a huge jackass and then have to make everyone wait while I swim all the goddamn way back to this shore. Ugh, I'm embarrassed. And back we go. Luckily, I'm dry. I'm like Michael Caine in Jaws 4. If you haven't seen Jaws 4, I highly recommend you watch it, as it's one of the most terrible movies ever. And Michael Caine falls off a boat, and then they pull him back up 2 seconds later, and he's totally dry. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. That's what we call continuity, kids. What's this? Shit! The fish don't seem to be biting. What am I doing wrong? All right, well, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go swimming. I'm just gonna go for a swim. See what happens. Hopefully a shark doesn't eat me, because sometimes sharks will eat you. And you don't need that nonsense in your life. But no, I've made it. I've made it to Genesta's Island. So this is the place where the good fairy lives. You stare out at the ocean and the white sand beach of this secluded island. From the middle of the island, a majestic ivory palace towers. Yes, a majestic ivory palace towers. That's it. Surrounded by a lovely manicured garden. Look, peacock. A majestic peacock with a beautiful tail struts by. Show me your plumage, bitch. All right. It will not show me its plumage. Ah, but there. What is that upon the ground? Something catches your eye. Why, it's a beautiful peacock feather. Take feather. Great. So we did that. And the reason for that will come into play later. But in the meantime, that's all we need to do right now. Out there is just the vast open ocean. You don't need to do anything there. You'll just straight up die. But I'll just give you a quick little tour. I'll take the long way back around because I have to swim back now. But this is Genesta's beautiful fairy castle. And I love it so. Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door. Oh, wouldn't you feel safer knowing that your house is guarded by tiny, useless floating fairies? And a single peacock? So yeah, I used to like hanging out here just by itself because it's a really pretty place. And I'll save it as Unicorn Like Me, eh? Because the ocean is a dangerous place. Sometimes bad stuff can happen. There is a shark that can randomly attack you, and if it does that, there's not much you can do. You just kind of have to die. And its only lesson is to teach you the importance of saving your game a lot. Sorry, I got scared. I thought that fish was the shark. But it's not, and we've made it back to shore, and we're totally dry again. And let's see if that's what I needed to trigger the fishy goodness. Because it seems awfully strange. In my other playthrough that I just recently did, this part was super easy and it just happened right away. Give me fish, goddammit. Give me fish. Yeah! Almost immediately, you should feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is. You've caught yourself a fine, fat fish. Yeah, baby. Okay, so let's save that. And I will say a fine plus-size fish. 2019, baby. We're all woke. So let's go swimming one more time and see if we can find the whale, because that is the next trick to all of this. I feel like the whale should be just kind of getting very tired. Yes, this is the danger of swimming. As soon as you go in, there's like a pretty quick timer. And a shark. So I'll just travel back this way to safety. Loading kind of slowly. Loading slowly. Have we frozen? Swimming slowly to shore. Boy. Oh, snap. Something went wrong. That's not good. That's not good. Let's try. Let's try that again. Back we go. Choice hotels. Enjoy a comfortable night's rest. A hot breakfast. The lowest price guaranteed. Comfort Inn and Suites. Interrupting Let's Plays since 2014. All right. Let's see. Let's try to load my game up here. No. 'Tis not. Boy, how very fortunate that I just saved it. Okay, cool. Now let's see here. Let me take a quick look at my little to-do list here. Okay. Yep. All right. So, yes, we want to swim around and find ourselves a sweet whale. Come on, whaley man. Where you at, dog? Getting very tired. Whoops. Might drown. Might drown. It'll be very embarrassing if I drown 2 inches from the shore. You could just do that floaty thing where, you know, you kind of lay on the ground, like lay face down on the surface of the ocean and it'll just carry you around. That'd be fine. Carry you to shore. Man, I know how not to drown. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Point is, we need to find a whale. And this might be another thing I have Ben fade out on and fade back in when we see a whale. But let's just try one more time. Nope. Okay. All right, then. We will pause the episode right quick, and I will return at whale time. Okay. Ben, I'm going to assume you caught that. 1:32. I'm just got to write this time sync down. Sorry for the behind the scenes, everybody. Okay, but that was important because the whale just surfaced. We saw him. And I barely even had time to dip into my bag of Cheerios. Oh, well. Look, whale, you don't see anyone. All right, well, is there a second ago? Oh, we have been sucked into the whirlpool. Horrors! You have been swallowed by a huge whale with large, human-like teeth. That's not good. Phew, this place stinks. Oh, it's like Monstro from Pinocchio. Okay, so look. Horrors. You've been swallowed by a huge whale. What a bummer. Okay, so there's a skeleman here. Look, skeleton. The skeleton of an unlucky man, let's call him James, rests upon the wreckage of a small boat. Look, bottle. You don't have it. Well, I'll just take that bottle then. Okay. Let's see, I think I can get up on the tongue. Okay. Open bottle. You open the glass bottle and retrieve the imprisoned note. Read note. I'm a little kid, and my name's Tommy. I'm having trouble with Old King Cole and Humpty Dumpty, and mixed up Mother Goose. Come and help me. Aw, that's from another Sierra game. But we don't have time to worry. We don't have time to worry about that right now. We have to sneak. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wow, I did that quicker than I usually do. That tongue is very slippery. Look, teeth. The whale's throat and mouth are enormous. Huge teeth, a great tongue, and yes, even a large uvula. What's that, you say? Well, suffice it to say, it looks like a big punching bag and hangs down from the top of the throat. See? You learn something new every day. I know what a uvula is, Rosella. I'm 40 years old. Okay, so what we want to do is tickle the uvula with the peacock feather. Coochie coo, baby! You frantically tickle the throat of the whale with the big peacock feather. You begin to feel a quiver under your feet, which quickly turns into a mighty tremble. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous "Hachoo!" and you are swept out of the whale's mouth into a tremendous wave of ocean water. Again, you find yourself swimming in the ocean. All right, we're really out there now. We don't know where we are, but there is an island in the distance, so let us go there. Okay. Look. You have found yourself stranded upon a desert island. Also, it seems have others before you. Now what are you going to do, Rosella? Well, here's the deal. There's two important things about this island. One is that there's a friendly-looking pelican. A pelican visits you on this desert island. Even though pelicans are generally not friendly, and if you've ever seen that Every Day I'm Hustlin' Penguin video, he's a bastard. So, I bet that pelican would like that fish we caught. Throw fish to pelican. You're not close enough. No! Pelican! All right. Let's try to bring that back. Hello, pelican. Try this again, shall we? You bastard. All right. Give, fish. Blech! You throw the stinky dead fish to the pelican. Greedily, he catches it in his large bill. As he does so, you notice something shiny fall from his bill, onto the ground. And there it is. There's a shiny thing. Look, ground. You see a shiny whistle lying on the ground. Take whistle. All right, look, whistle. Silver whistle. How lovely. Now, usually in every Sierra game, there is one moment where you just get stuck on it forever, and it takes you 7 years to beat the game after having given up because of this one thing. This was my one thing in this game. A crucial item to finish the game is hidden here in this boat. So it's not enough to get off this island. You have to actually, look. It looks as if many unlucky sailors have been stranded here. So you have to get up in here and look ground. You look at the ground inside the wrecked boat. What is this? Why, it's a golden bridle. You pick it up and carry it with you. Look, bridle. Yep. How in God's name was I supposed to know that was there? But it was, and it's cool because I figured it out eventually. And so now we are on a deserted island far away from the main world. And that is not good because we can't survive the swim all the way back. So in order to get out of here, we have to use the very whistle that we just got. Oh, blow whistle. Didn't think you'd make me say it. You put the shiny silver whistle to your lips and forcefully blow into it, producing a loud tweet. To your astonishment, a friendly dolphin appears just offshore and jabbers excitedly at you. Hey, dolphin friend! Pet dolphin. Nah, it doesn't understand dolphin. Pet dolphin. The dolphin's skin feels smooth and slippery as you pet it. Talk, dolphin. You speak to the dolphin and it chatters back. Ride, dolphin. Boom! And that dolphin will protect you from sharks and whales and all kinds of other disasters of the sea. He's a friendly fellow. I like him very much. I wish I could communicate with him more. Maybe I should kiss the dolphin. Never mind, no time. Didn't give me the chance. All right, so that was a very sweet dolphin. And now it's time to save our game again. Nice. Dolphin friend is good to me. All right, cool. So now we officially have everything we need. Let's see. What did we do with that sweet unicorn? Perhaps I think we can turn the speed back up a little bit. Come on, uni friend. You must be just around grazing. Being a good dude. All grazy as shit. Show yourself, you unicorny bastard. Maybe down here? There you are. Okay. Put bridle on unicorn. Oh, that's right. Bridles go on the front. Put bridle on. As the beautiful unicorn offers no resistance, you gently place the golden bit into its mouth and fit the bridle and reins over its majestic head. The unicorn looks at you with curiosity. Oh yeah, dog. I'm riding you. It's happening. Ride unicorn. You're not close enough. Ride unicorn? Did that work? Oh, yeah! You nimbly mount the magnificent unicorn, grab the golden reins, and set off towards Lolat's castle. Yeehaw! It kind of does this automatically for you because I guess it doesn't want you traipsing around the world in your fun unicorn situation, which I absolutely would do. But then, of course, oh shit, the unicorn seems paralyzed with fear as the goons return. Ah, an extra goon this time. 2 to carry me extremely uncomfortably off to see Lolat, and 1 to, I guess, walk the unicorn up the mountain. Hope that unicorn trusts me, considering I just effed it royally. So, Lolat says, I hear you were a good girl. Let me try that again. You brought me the unicorn. I'm almost convinced you might be innocent after all. But, she clears her throat, not quite. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good, you think. No, of course it doesn't, because Lolat's a stank green whore who always... Lolat continues, I am desirous of the hen that lays the golden eggs. Currently, the hen is kept by the ogre and his wife. Remember that ogre, the one that ate me? Yeah, cool, gotta go into that house. Bring me the hen and you shall have your freedom and a great reward. Super. Super-de-duper. Take her away, Lolat orders her goons. Savagely. All right, cool. Love this woman. All right. Check my little notes. Okay. All right. That's that. Okay, so now it's time to get super brave, gather up all my scrumph, as my friends call it, which is a mix of strength and courage, and go to this cottage. The ogre sees you. You better run, as she'd like to have you for dinner. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't think she follows me here. Let's just see here. Yeah! My God, it's a smorgasbord of giant assholes. All right, let's just save the game here. Ogre is dick bag. Wife 2. Oh, man. I gotta go when he's not around. Okay, there we go. Let's slow this down a little bit, because there's clearly many opportunities to die here. Take this nice and leisurely. All right, we gotta sneak into the door. Let's see what's cooking in here. Oh, it's death. Watch out, a very unfriendly bulldog rushes towards you. Luckily, I have a bone that I picked up. So throw bone. Munch it down, baby. Quickly, you toss the bone to the big dog, who catches it in midair. Happy with his surprise gift, he takes it to his favorite rug, lies down, and begins to gnaw at it. He seems to have completely forgotten you. Okay, so while he's doing that, perhaps I'll just trot on upstairs and do the thing I need to do real quick, which is get this axe. Take axe. Got it. All right, now I believe there's nothing else to do up here. And we're on a very strict time limit, because as soon as that ogre gets home, it's all about death. So let's see here. Open door. Okay. Look. You found yourself inside an ogre's small closet. For a closet, it's surprisingly empty. You notice a large keyhole under the doorknob of the closet door. Look. Keyhole. Okay, nothing going on. So let's open the door once more. Let me save that game again. Ogre is Dickbag Wife 2. See what's happening in this room. Oh, it's death. Okay, I'm just gonna slide on out and head back, because she would kill me in a hot second. Okay, so I'm just gonna secretly hang out in here, and then I'm gonna look through the keyhole again. Still nothing going on. But perhaps if I just chill here for a single hot minute. Ben, can you give me some chill music? Thank you. I will play it cool, and then I will hear the ogre approaching. I guess it gives you a little bit of time to explore the house, but I didn't want to take any chances, because once that fucker comes home, look, ogre, everything goes to hell. So let's peer through it one more time. He should be getting home any second now. Or not. Let's open the door. Oh, nope, you hear the ogre in the house. Okay, good thing that I did not type open door. Look, keyhole. There he is. The ogre roars, fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a... Quiet, you old goat, interrupts the ogress. That's just a deer you smell. You know how you get when you're hungry. Here, eat. So he's eating that deer that she was dragging back, then she dropped because she wanted to kill you. Wife, shouts the ogre, bring me my hen. There's the hen. That's a big-ass hen. Lay, orders the ogre. With excitement, you watch the hen lay a golden egg, which the ogre takes. He yawns, then falls asleep on the table. Soon his snoring rattles the walls. Okay, so he is out cold, which means it is now time for us to make our sneaky departure. Whoops. Open door. You see the ogre sleeping at the table. You had better be real quiet. Just destroy everything. Take hen. Got you, baby. Now I'm just gonna roll sneakily. Slide on out this bitch. Open door. Oh, the hen has woken the ogre. Fantastic. Just marvelous. Yeah, no, why? Why, hen? Damn it. What is up with that hen? Oh, that's a rough death screen. Restore. All right, ogre is dickbag wife too. Man. Okay. Open door. Let's do this again. Why was the hen all squawky? Not cool. Let me take a look. Oh, I see. All right. I do remember what's up now. Did I take the axe? Let me see. Cool. All right. I do have the axe. So I'll just explain to you what's going on in advance while we're waiting. There is a forest to the east of this house. And that's the only way I can escape. If I try to go left, which is my first instinct, it's just too far to run and he grabs me. But to the east is a forest full of haunted trees that have faces and hands. Their branches are hands, and they grab you and kill you if you walk too far into the forest. But if you have an axe with you, they'll be scared as shit. And so, oh, you hear the ogre in the house. So that is how we will make our escape. Yes, you smell the blood of blah, blah, blah. You're eating the deer. Munch it down, you plus-size bastard. Boy, he's a chunker. He ate that whole deer in like 2 seconds. All right, bring the hen. She chucks the hen down like bam. Like blow with that hen. Lay orders the ogre, which is not something you should ever say to anybody. And takes the golden egg, passes out, and we're back. Okay. So, I'm just gonna, as soon as this lets me get back to the screen where I can do stuff, I will save the game. Ogre is dickbag wife too. And then I will open the door. And we will grab the hen. We're going to go a little faster because I can handle this. Take hen. Take hern. All right. Here we go. Open door. Open door. Like, how dumb is this hen? Ah! Oh, all right. All right, let's try that one more time. Man, there is really like no room for error. Okay. Third time's a charm. Opens the door. Take this loud fucking hen. And back we go. A little faster. I believe it's just that I got hung up on the door exiting. So I'll just be ready. Go, 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 Rosella! Come on! All right, I'm gonna have to do it real slow. Have to do it real slow. Oy vey. You know what? Not gonna lie. I'm embarrassed. But this is how Sierra games are, man. You gotta be patient. You gotta be chill. You gotta take the hen when she's close enough. And then we go from there. Vault. Okay. Maybe I'll start a little higher this time. Open door. Yes, squawk, squawk. The hen has awoken the ogre. All right. Now I'm in. Oh my fucking god! It's like this ogre should run sprints in the Olympics. Okay. You know what, Ben? If I mess this up one more time, I will. I'll just have you cut to when I successfully do it. I don't remember this being that hard. Last time I played this, but like anything, like any Sierra playthrough, every time you'll get hung up on something else. Being here for the last time did make me realize what a charming dead wolf's head that is on the wall. I missed that otherwise. All right, let me save the game here. Ogre's Dickbag Wife 2. Open door. All right, I'm already out the door. And we're off. Oh my god. All right, Ben, we better pause the episode and I will figure this out in a second. Peace. Okay, I got it. I'm back. All right, here's what I have to do. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to get right to the forest when what I should do is run south first and then get on this screen and then make my break for it with my sweet little hen. Okay. Where am I? Oh, okay. So here's those trees that I told you about. I like that little guy kind of off right of center who's like, "Hey, what's the matter you?" But they will grab me and kill me unless I swing the axe that I just got. So that's me swinging it. The trees tremble at your might, and they are frightened by your axe. They will not bother you further. Yeah. That's fucking right, tree. That's goddamn right. And get all right up in his face. Swing axe. Oh, okay. Well. All right. I guess they're cool now. But the good news is we got the hen. Let me swing the axe one more time just in case I need to here. Oh, okay, cool. It works for the entire forest. But there you can see the giant's cottage off to the left. And now, I believe, now that we can safely make it through this forest. Yes. Okay. Let me just show you what's over here. because I wasn't able to get here before. It is this area, which is an evil skull cave. Lovely, very lovely. You know what? We're not even going to deal with that now. Sorry for the tease. Sorry for the big old tease right there. Don't want to deal with that quite yet. But we will need to very shortly. So it's good to know how to get there. In the meantime, we have the hen that Lolat requested. So we will head back to her place, her sweet spot, that banging ass castle she has. Pum-ti-tum-ti-tum. See, this is why you kind of have to turn on the speed sometimes because, you know, when it was 1988 when this game came out and I was 9 years old, boy, I had all the time in the world to just wander slowly around on long summer days. But you know what? I don't have that much life left. I gotta get cracking on this shit. I got bills to pay, baby. So here we go. Lolat's goons will come back. I think this is the first time I've had it on a slightly slower speed, so you'll get to see them slowly arrive in all their glory. And as they extremely awkwardly carry me away. God, just pull my arms right out of the sockets, why don't you bastards? This is lovely. This is quite a lovely scene we have here. And now we are back in Lolat's castle. What a good girl you are, Lolat gushes. I really ought to give you your reward right now. Sorry, I forgot to do the voice. She pauses, and you wonder what she's up to. But I have just the teeniest little bit of doubt left. She's such a tool, man. I'm not into her. I'm not feeling Lolette. If you do just one more thing for me, I'll be completely convinced of your innocence, and you'll receive a wonderful reward. How delightful. Somehow you don't quite believe her. Because she's a dirty pirate hooker. I want to have Pandora's box. It is said that whoever owns it would be in possession of the purest evil. So that's good. Lolat's red eyes glow as she exclaims, with the power and evil of Pandora's box, I would be unstoppable. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be helping this chick. Maybe this is... Your terror returns as you realize what an evil being Lolat really is. Take a little sip of my water real quick. You wonder if you should be helping her in this way. But what can you do about it? Nothing, right now. I don't know the whereabouts of Pandora's box, Lolat tells you. You must search for it yourself. All right, then. Again, she orders her henchmen to take her away. Take me away, not her. It's an important distinction. Okay, yes. So, now there's a couple things we can do in the meantime here. All right, now that that's taken care of, and let's go ahead and save the game. Lolat is a tool. Where is new album? Where is your new album, tool? Come on, man. Waiting 13 years for that thing. Very excited. It's going to be so awesome. But now it is time to go into that skull cave I was showing you before. Here we are. So now in this skull cave, we will find 3 super evil witches. Again, if you thought this was going to be cool and everyone was going to be nice, you were so very sadly mistaken. What's down here? Oh, more More trees. Okay. Got it. Okay, so you do have to swing the axe to figure out how to get here, because this is completely surrounded by that evil forest. All right, so in we go. And there are 3 evil witches. And one's coming after me. And I gotta kind of like, see, they have one eye that they pass around between the 2 of them. And if you, ouch. Oh, I guess I touched the cauldron. If you take eye. Oh. Watch out. Ah, oh, okay. Well, I got too close. I got too close to the witches. And now they grab me. And they're going to put me in the stew. You knew you needed a hot bath, but not this hot. Oh, and you're dead. Okay, cool. Great. Feels wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Roberta Williams. All right, so the trick to this, it is a little tricky. I should have saved. That's fine. You're good. I should have saved when I went into the witch's house, but the idea essentially is that they have one glass eye that they pass back and forth between them all, and that's the way they see. And if I can just snag that from them, then they lose all their powers. But in order to do that, I have to first dodge that first witch, and then wait till they're passing. The other 2 are passing the eye back and forth. You see how she just gave her that first eye, and now she's coming after me like a basted. Come on, little old head fake, big head fake. Okay, you know what? I don't like the way this is going. Okay. I gotta wait till they pass the eye. Okay, there we go. Take eye. No. Take eye. Dang it. Take eye. Nah. Take eye. Gah. Dang it. Oh man, that's tough news, man. Did I forget to save it again? Am I an idiot? Oh, I did, didn't I? All right, Ben. Here we go with the pauses. Here we go with the pauses. Woof! This game's unforgiving. All right. Woo, baby. Okay, I just went up to them and caught it at exactly the moment they were passing it back and forth. You just managed to snatch the glass eye from the grasp of the old witches. Now they are totally blind and helpless. Yes. Oh, God. Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. Maybe you should, try suck a dick? Okay. Look, eye. That's lovely. All right, let's go back in and see what they've got to bargain with. Yes, bow before me. As you re-enter the dismal cave, the 3 one-eyed witches throw something towards you, which lands on the ground. Here, take it, they cry. It'll ward off the undead. You'll need it. Now please give us back our eye. Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. You think about it. Look ground. You see a black scarab. Take scarab. All right. Now let's save. As witches get stitches. All right. And throw eye. You throw the glass eye to the 3 old hags, who once again take turns peering at you. Come closer, dear, one says. We'd like to give a little gift to you. You already gave me a gift. You just want to eat me. So I'm going to peace out. Because now we've got the scarab. Gorgeous. A gorgeous obsidian scarab. So let's save. Perfect. All right. Now I believe it is time for us to get the fruit. the actual fruit that we need to save our dear old dad. This will be another somewhat difficult part of the game. This game has a lot of like unrelenting moments. A lot of real tricky puzzles. But first, let's get back there to where I need to go to. And then we can worry about the rest later. Okay, so there's the haunted mansion. That's where this is where Pandora's box situation comes in. This is where we have to be for that. But it's got to be nighttime. And as you can see, it's getting darker, but it's still day. So let's go back to Jeepers. I wonder where it is. It's around here somewhere. I have to. Hello, Raven friend. He's basically that Raven is always flying around, keeping an eye on you for Lolat, so she can keep tabs on your progress. He's a bastard, that one. I believe we're getting close. Need to find that waterfall again. That was kind of near the frog pond. Let's see if it's down here. Must be attached to the river. Okay, so there's the pond. Perhaps it's right down the road here. Let's take a quick peek. Okay, there's the river. And I would guess we would just follow the river upstream to the falls. Oh. Does this take me to the... Hold on, I'm a little turned around now. Does this take me to... Ah, yes. It's getting a little more raging rapidy, which gives me a good feeling about this screen. Just... Okay. This is going to be another trial and tribulation. But let's put on the crown. And do our little frog thing. Get back in. All right. Sure feels good to be myself again. Okay, so now we will save, because this is about to get terribly difficult. And we need to light our lantern. Using a flint attached to the oil lantern, you light it. The lantern burns with a bright glow. Okay, so the thing about this is that troll is still in this cave, and he will just randomly attack you. And you just have to kind of hope for the best, that he just doesn't come after you. But there he is now. Dang it. So let's just keep... Dang it. And maybe one more time with the... Ah, he didn't show up that time. So that's good. And now let's immediately save. And I must pause the episode because I'm getting a phone call. Pardon me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just got a little piece of good news. So now I'm in a good mood. We're gonna save. We're gonna save this as cave troll soul sucking nightmare. Because that's what this section is. You got to kind of like wander around here, feel around. Is that good? Did I do that right? Let me see. Yes. Okay. I mapped this out beforehand because this is such a pain in the ass. Cave Troll Soul Sucking Nightmare 2. You basically just want to, okay, that's as far south as we can go. Look. The cave is very dark. Try as you might, you cannot peer through the darkness. Okay. Oh, all right. So there, this is good. Cave Troll Soul Sucking Nightmare. All right, so we need to get there, but there is a chasm here, which we just have to kind of keep our eyes open for. It's coming up soon. Oh, there it is. Okay, look ground. The earth floor of the cave. Oh, nope. Is that where the chasm is? Where's the chasm? Look ground again. The look ground. Look the ground. Oh, I found the chasm. A chasm. Terrific. Let's try that again. Maybe if I walk up a little bit, it'll be more obvious. There it is. Okay, great. Now I know the general vicinity of it. Let's try one last time. It's like right about here. Put board on ground. Feeling in the dark, you manage to place the board across the crevice. Now, can you cross it safely? Yup. Feeling in the dark again, you manage to pick up the board without dropping it into the crevice. Excellent. So now we just move towards the light, Carol Ann. And there we go. We made it. Crawl, crawl, crawl. All right, so let's turn off our lantern. You extinguish the oil lantern. Look. From here, a huge muddy swamp spreads eastward. Large moss-covered swamp trees tower overhead, while grass tufts and reedy plants poke up from the mire. You can hear the many chirpings and croakings of unseen swamp creatures. All right. So we don't want to do this too fast, but we want to jump. Boop. And we just want to keep jumping across these little marsh pads to safety, because if we even touch that swamp, we are super dead. And there it is. There's the fruit. There's the magical fruit which will save our dad. Hell yeah. What could possibly go wrong? We're so close. And fuck, it's a giant evil cobra. So we're just gonna slow this bad boy down. There we go. That's a good cobra move. So let's look. You see a small island in the middle of the huge swamp. Upon this island grows a scrawny little tree. A large glistening fruit hangs from a small branch. Unfortunately, a huge cobra protects it. So let's put down the board, because that's a long chasm. And here's what we need to do. We need to play the flute. And we've hypnotized him using Pan's flute. Oh, hells yeah. Nervously, you raise the flute to your mouth and begin to play a melodic tune to the big cobra, who begins to sway with the music. Soon the snake is mesmerized by it and falls into a hypnotic trance. Okay, so real quick, we take the fruit. Okay. And get the heck out of here, because as soon as that snake comes to, we die. Okay. All right, he's back. So we pick up board. We save our game. Got fruit. And here's a funny thing, since we just saved it. Let's look at the fruit. It's magic. And you can just straight up eat it, and then your dad fucking dies. So let's eat the fruit. You take a bite of the delicious-looking fruit. Mmm, delicious. Before you know it, you've eaten the whole thing. Wow, a feeling of vigor and vitality courses through your body, giving you boundless energy and that wonderful glow of good health. And now your dad is doomed. So let's restore the game. make sure we look at the fruit. Okay, we've got it again. And now we return to our regularly scheduled jumping program. Jumpity, 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 jumpity Jew. Like a heavy blanket, darkness enfolds you. Like the arms of Haley Westenra. Yeah, so we've got 132 of 230 points, and it is now nighttime. And now everything's a little different in this world, and I'm going to get back to the safety of the shore, and then I'm going to take a nice little intermission for myself because I have to go pick up my car, and my voice is a little hoarse. These Sierra one-man playthroughs really do a number on your voice, but I enjoy them very much. So let's save, and let's hit intermission. Yeah. Okay. So we've saved it, and I'm going to pause the episode here, and I shall return. This will probably be all one giant episode, so to you it'll be like no time has passed, but to me, many hours will be in the books. Goodbye for now, my loves. And we're back. Oh, yes. To you it seems that no time has passed, but to me, it's hours later. I did all kinds of errands. I got my car back from the shop. A lot of good things in my life just happened. But I'm back now. Everyone's gone from the office. It's late at night, and that kind of fits because I'm about to do the nighttime section of this game. And you know what? Before I get back into this cave, let me just take a minute to appreciate how much I love how these games look. And I'm sure it's nostalgia, but you know, you look at the trees in the distance and the stars in the little sky up there, and the way they used, you know, these little, you know, it's just a couple of squares, a bunch of lighter blue squares in the right position made it look like a living body of water, and I just really appreciate this game. I think it's very beautiful, and I was always impressed by, you know, and the shadows are, you know, just a bunch of squares too. So it's just like, it's really mind blowing to me how they were able to just create an entire world with a bunch of little squares, which I guess is still what they do today, but much smaller squares, much more difficult to detect with the human eye. All right, so we did everything we needed to do. Now it's time to light our lantern again. Okay, and we need to get out of here, and hopefully we won't run into that ding-dang troll again, or fall down the chasm. So I'll just type in put down board. Yeah, all right, that worked. And then I just strut across. It already picks it up. Oh, and we're just doing great. I think the troll won't attack you once you've gotten this deep into the cave. I mean, who knows? Maybe the purpose of that thing is just to keep you from going into this place. Nope, never mind. Man, what a bunch of shenanigans. All right. Restore. I'm gonna have to save. Well, my theory before that was going to be maybe the troll was just put in there to prevent you from going to the cave before you're ready at that point of the game. But clearly that hypothesis was a load of horseshit. Okay, so let's try right here. Put down board. I'm not close enough. How about now? Yeah. You better believe I can cross it. Uh-oh. Okay, so There was an obstruction of some kind there. So let me try putting it down here. Okay. Yes. All right. So far, so good. Now let me save it again. And I'll bring it back to Cave Troll Soul Sucking Nightmare because that's the perfect name for this experience. And now we head upwards. And I'll just keep saving it. Every screen where this nonsensical troll doesn't attack me, I'll just save it. And then we'll progress. No? No troll? Cool. Let's do that. And I think there's just one more screen after this. I must be getting close. Oh no, there's the exit right there. Yes. Queen Slay. All right, great. So let's save again. That works for me. And let's put out the lantern. Okay, extinguish lantern. Okay, there we go. I'll save it again just because that is the type of thing I totally forget to do if I die. Let me just get sucked out here. And now you see it's nighttime. So things are a little more dangerous, a little different now. I'll pick up the speed ever so slightly. Okay. Now, it's time to go to the Haunted Mansion up in the north there, and you'll see it is significantly more haunted than it was before. Crank this up even a little bit faster because, oh God, no, not like this. Oh God, oh man, Kopan Ramen. I'm sure you're great, but this is not what I wanted. This is everything but what I wanted. No, as a matter of fact, it's not my first time. Okay, let's just restore it. Okay. All right, no harm, no foul. Faster and faster. Boy, that is a touchy mouse system. Okay, so get sucked out there. And back we go one more time. So yeah. This part kind of creeped me out as a kid, believe it or not. Hard to believe that it seemed scary at the time. But now we've got straight up zombies. They come out of the ground. And it's not good. It's a bad time. Luckily, I have that scarab. And that will ward them off. But getting eaten by zombies in this game as a kid was a very upsetting experience. So, what's that you hear? Why, it's the sound of a crying baby, and it's coming from upstairs. So, we will go check that out. I believe it's... Nope, I think this is the wrong room. Yeah. You hear a baby crying. So, let's try over here. Oh, I know I hear a baby crying. All right, I think I got in that time. So you can see this place is in quite a state of disrepair. And yeah, there it is, sure enough. The crying baby seems to be in here. So let's look. Cradle. The baby cradle rocks to and fro as a baby's voice wails from within. Look in cradle. With trepidation, you peek into the rocking cradle and see nothing. Tentatively, you reach your hand into it. There is nothing there. Ooh, that was spooky as a kid. I wasn't into that. So there is a crying baby, and he's very upset. But he's not in there because he's a ghost baby. But there's nothing we can do for him in here, which means we have to go outside. Now, one thing I haven't done yet is read the tombstones. That's something you can do at any point, but we're going to do it now and see what's out there. But first, we're going to ward off some zombies that try to kill us. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Just reading a tombstone. Everything's cool. Lord Coningsby, 1559 to 1626. Sleepeth here in peace, an honorable man, a valiant soldier. He served his country well. Okay, so let's remember where he is. That's the soldier's grave. I plant these shrubs upon your grave, dear wife, that something upon this spot may boast of life. Shrubs must wither, and all earth must not. And all earth... Jeez. Shrubs must wither, and all earth must rot. Shrubs may revive, but you, thank heaven, will not. Damn, Roberta Williams. The terrifying zombie senses your obsidian scarab. It immediately retreats and goes back to whence it came. So yes, if I had not done that whole shebang with the witches, these guys would tear me to shreds. Okay, same thing and same thing. Okay, so peace out, Cub Scouts. Let's see what's over here. 1643. Here lies Newbury Will. His life was finished 'cause he took ill, but none'll miss him, he should have been wiser. 'Tis his own fault for being such a miser. All right, so here's where the miser's buried. Good to remember. Let's see what's up here. Here lies the body of Marianne Louder. She burst while drinking a seedlets powder. Called from this world to her heavenly rest, she should have waited till it effervesced. I don't know what a seedlets or seedlets powder is, but I'm sure that would make more sense if I did. Dear I lets 'em. When people's ill they come to I physics bleeds and sweats 'em. Sometimes they live, sometimes they die. What's that to I lets 'em. Nice, doctor. Real good. What about this tiny gravestone up here? To the ever-living memory of Hiram Bennett, baby son of Edward and Sarah Bennett, who by a sudden surprise fell asleep the 11th day of November, 1553, aged 6 months. So, remember we have a shovel? Time to dig the grave. And so, Rosella digs. We're a little obscured by trees, but you get the idea. You carefully dig a small hole at the poor baby's grave. What's this? You have uncovered a silver baby rattle. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Look. Rattle? All right, there it is. Okay, so now we make our way back. And let me tell you something. Again, I feel like if they could make this game again today, they would not do it like this. But you have to do this 5 times, believe it or not. There are 5 different ghosts. But open door. But at the time, again, progress was so slow in these games, and you were so excited to make progress of any kind. Anything that like kind of put you on rails and you were like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. It made you very excited and very happy. So it all makes sense in that context. So let's go into the baby's room and put rattle in cradle. Oh, well, sorry. Put rattle in cradle. You drop the silver rattle into the baby cradle. As you do so, the crying of the baby ghost and the rocking of the cradle cease. You breathe a big sigh of relief. All right, so let's save. Made baby happy, though still dead. Cool. All right, so that's the first one. And The sound of loud moaning and the rattling of heavy chains disturbs you. Okay. I don't know what's up with this house. I guess everyone died. Everyone's in the process of dying. Oh, okay. There's a ghost. So look, ghost. The ghost of a stooped old miser trudges through the house, lugging heavy chains behind him. He moans loudly in frustration as he appears to be searching for something he can't find. So, there's your answer. We already know where the miser, his grave is. So we're going to head back into the graveyard. And here's a little pro tip for you. In some playthroughs of this, I've thought, oh man, how cool would it be to just dig up everything in advance? But until you actually see the ghosts, their things are not waiting for you in the grave. You just won't find anything. And also, dig grave. Oop. No. Okay. And also, another thing, if you're playing this game through, a way you can get easily tripped up, I'll tell you in 1 second. You dig a small hole at the grave of the old miser. Aha! You have found a bag of gold coins. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. If you go a digging every grave you see, you will actually break your shovel. And to my knowledge, there's not another way to get a shovel in this game. So you're pretty much effed once that happens. So yeah, just another one of the examples of like save early, save often. Come on, miser, where you at, dog? Terrible rattling of chains. Okay. Well, come on then, dog. Could he be in here? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Okay. Give pouch to miser. Whoops. What? Inventory. Oh boy, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Silver flute, board, axle, cupid's bow. Gold. Oh, gold coins. Okay. Give coins to miser. You offer the bag of gold coins to the old miser ghost. He greedily snatches it from your hands and then promptly disappears. There you go, bitch. Satisfied by money, even in the afterlife. The sound of weeping fills the house. All right. I guess you can take it with you. Never mind. Oh, and what have we here? Look, ghost. You see the sad ghost of a beautiful young woman. She sits in her rocking chair and weeps as if her heart will break. That's a bummer. Talk ghost? You try to comfort the lady ghost, but she doesn't respond. It seems as if she doesn't even know you're here as she continues her deep sobbing. Kiss ghost? You can't, as the ghost has no substance. You know, they really wrote in a lot of options for kissing things, and I appreciate that. I think it's very nice. Just that you're a kind lady just giving out kisses. What could be sweeter? So we did not see the woman's grave on that side, so let's check the crypt side. Read tombstone. Betty Cowden, 1650 to 1669. Here lieth the body of Betty Cowden, who would live longer, but she couldn't. Sorrow and grief made her decay when she lost her lover at sea one day. Ugh, so sad. But let's dig her grave. Let's respectfully dig her grave. The terrifying zombie senses your scarab, and it pieces out. Okay. Digging it up. And you have found a lovely locket. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Okay. Let me just read this tombstone. No. (1634 to 1672). She done her best. Yeah, I know that feeling. And let's just take a look at these other graves too while we're here. At length, my friends, the feast of life is o'er. I've eat sufficient, and I'll drink no more. My night is come, I've spent a jovial day. 'Tis time to part, but oh, what is to pay? Beautiful. Dentist Brown. Stranger, approach this spot with gravity. John Brown is filling his last cavity. Sweet. Does this one count? Yeah, I guess so. Rebecca Freeland, 1598. She drank good ale, good punch and wine, and lived to the age of 99. Yeah, Rebecca. Hell yeah. 1546. Reader, here lies, but forbear to read one more without a tear. One I cannot speak the rest. You may weep, I'll smite my breast. Grief preventing and this stone, too small to be written on. Only this, a little boy, Willie, in Abram's bosom laid. Oof. Willie! Ya poor young bastard. Let's check this one, if this is in fact a tombstone. Whoever you are, tread softly, I entreat you, for if he chance to wake, be sure he'll eat you. Okay. We'll just move on then. Get fucked, Raven. I'm so tired of your nonsense. Let's just look at that locket before we give it to her. Aw, there's her handsome man. Looks like he was mustached. Or mustachioed. You know how sometimes it looks like mustachioed when you see it in print? That might just be me. Okay, so sorrowful weeping. And once we do this, we will be more than halfway done with this lovely yet somewhat tedious part of the game. Give locket to ghost. No, not the locker. You hand the lovely locket to the distraught ghost. The locket seems to make her very happy as she vanishes into thin air. Oh, good. She seemed thrilled. What was that? A loud wailing sound comes from downstairs. All right. Well, shit. Look, ghost. You have encountered the gentleman ghost of the distinguished lord of the manor. He wails despondently as he seems to be looking for something he desperately wants. So that's the soldier. And if you recall correctly, his grave is out this way, to the left, guarded by hideous, disgusting monsters. Okay, let me just read Tombstone to make sure this is the one. Yes, okay. So let's dig his grave in the most respectful manner possible. I don't know why this game threatens you. Well, you dig a small hole at the grave of the Lord of the Manor. Gotcha, you have found an impressive Medal of Honor. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. A terrifying zombie, blah, blah, blah. All right. And you know what? I'm just going to save. Make the baby happy, though still dead. Cool. Just in case something... It's hard to die on this part, but just in case something goes wrong, maybe with the capture or something, I'll have it saved. What was that? A loud wailing sound comes from downstairs. Look, metal. There it is. That's a good-looking medal. Where is that confounded ghost? Lord Coningsby, are you here? Please cease your anguished wailing. Dude. Just show up, all right. There we go. Okay. Give medal to ghost. Oh. You offer the Medal of Honor to the wailing ghost. He takes it from your hands with great reverence. Satisfied, he vanishes into thin air. Peace, dog. All right, so here we are. We've accomplished a lot. A cute little boy ghost suddenly appears. He grins mischievously at you, begins to giggle, and runs from the room. All right. Let me just look at this painting real quick. You notice two interesting portraits above the downstairs doorways, one of a middle-aged woman and the other of a young man. You wonder who they are. Perhaps one was the Lord Coningsby. All right, let's see what this little guy's up to. Ah, he's got a ladder. You hear naughty giggling as the little boy ghost runs from the room. Climb ladder. What do you want, little guy man? All right, he's beckoning me over. The little boy ghost laughs and refuses to budge from his seat on top of the chest. It might help if he had a toy to play with. Talk ghost. You try to talk to the boy ghost, but he only giggles. All right. Climb ladder. All right, so that is the little boy that had that big, long tombstone off to the right of the mansion. So we're going to go take care of that. And then that is the last ghost we will have needed to make Soups happy. Right after these GD zombies annoy me one last time. Okay, just got to make ultra sure this was the one. I think it was. Yep. Okay, so let's dig the grave. The terrifying zombie. The terrifying zombie. They're a lot less terrifying when you know they're just going to reach you and then get sucked into the ground. You dig a small hole at the little boy ghost's grave. Aha, you have uncovered a toy horse. Look, toy. And there it is. What a lovely little horse. So now we return for the final time to the haunted, spooky mansion house. All right, so let's go up. Give this little scumbag his toy. Yes, you're charming and adorable as a tiny keyboard plays your theme. Climb ladder. All right, up we go. And now, give toy. You give the toy horse to the little boy ghost in hopes that he will vanish like the others before him. For a moment, you fear he will not, as he takes time to examine it carefully. Suddenly, he grins at you, and in a twinkling, disappears. Goodbye, little man. Sorry you died. Open chest. Let's see what's up with that chest. I am too close enough. Look in chest. You peek into the open chest and find an old set of sheet music. You take the sheet music and carry it with you. Okay. I enjoy looking at these little things. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. So let's save the game. And I will save it as sheet music. Shit. Okay. And climb down the ladder. And now, let's see. I believe, yes, that's right. Okay, so now we're finally going to go back to that big mysterious staircase that I didn't want to go up before. And I would have gladly shown you what it is, but it's just so easy to die on stairs in these games. If you fall enough, if you fall from a great enough height, you will not survive. And it gets a little squirrely here, as you can see. So let me just save it. It's very strange. The controls reverse. As you go up the stairs. So now pushing up brings you towards the screen, which would be down otherwise. It's very confusing, but I got the hang of it. And so here, here's an organ. A dusty old pipe organ sits in the center of the tower room. So we sit. It'd be better to move to the inside of the bench. You got it. We sit and play organ. You can only remember one oldie but goodie. Yeah. Hell yeah. All my people in the club say, what? See all my people bouncing? Now this is what I would have done had I come up earlier. Just played the organ by candlelight with my sweet, awesome, super long braids hanging off the bench. And then at the end, wow. It's really impressive, Rosella. What a virtuoso you are. But nothing happens, as you see. So we must play the special sheet music. You find it difficult to read the old sheet music, but you attempt it anyway. Very Phantom of the Opera. Very, very smooth and exciting. So yes, it is a mournful tune, the type of song you would expect to hear in a house where everybody's dead. Like, everybody's dead, including a bunch of people at a young age. Real cool, real nice. Only the miser looked super old. Even the Lord was kind of like maybe mid-50s or 60s or something. Actually, he probably said it on his tombstone. But yeah, Betty, the baby, the little boy, they all died super young. But hey, that's how it goes when you live in medieval times. I remember I had a teacher once who said, oh, what? Hang on. What is this? A small drawer has opened in the organ. There it is. Look in drawer. You see a skeleton key in the drawer. Take key. Take the skeleton key from the drawer. Look key. That's a skeleton key, all right. So let's save. Stand. And here we go. Back down the stairs. Yeah, I had a teacher once say, ask the class who here would like to live in medieval times. And at the time I was totally obsessed with medieval times. Not just Dinner and Tournament, which I'm still obsessed with. But I was very excited because I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and I was like, hell yeah, I want in that action. But sure enough, the teacher then explained to me what the bubonic plague was and how life basically sucked and the life expectancy was way shorter than now. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad living at this time. So now I have got the skeleton key, and it is time to go to this section over here. This is, as we dance this charade with the zombies once more. Yeah, don't. Kind of funny when they just follow you. I'll read this last tombstone, just to be a completionist about it. Here lies a poor woman who was always tired. She lived in a house where help wasn't hired. Her last words on earth were, "Dear friends, I am going to where there's no cooking or washing or sewing. For everything there is exact to my wishes, for where they don't eat, there's no washing of dishes. I'll be where loud anthems will always be ringing, but having no voice, I'll be quit of the singing. Don't mourn for me now, don't mourn for me never. I'm going to do nothing forever and ever. Wow, you know what? That probably would have creeped me out as a kid, and now I'm like, you know, I get it. I've got a lot of shit to do, man. And driving on the 5 at like 6 p.m. when you're in lockjam traffic, you're like, you know, Oblivion, maybe not the well, whatever. Okay, so look, crypt. The stone crypt is built into the mountainside. Open door. The door is locked. Unlock door with key. That's what we needed the skeleton key for. You place the skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Slowly, you turn it. Click, it unlocked. Open door. And here we are. Whoop! And I've died. Okay, oops, I slipped. Oh, God, I slipped. God damn it. All right, thanks to my clumsy butter feet, I now have to walk down these stairs again. Man, that feels like it shouldn't have been so long a drop that it killed me, but here we are. Anyway, that was what you just saw in there was Pandora's box in the lower right corner, and a mummy guarding it from its sarcophagus. And the mummy pops out. Whoops, but that's close enough to the ground. I'm okay. The mummy pops out and tries to fight you, but again, the scarab protects you. And I don't know why they'd put that, because, you know, I would assume that if you've gotten this far, if you've gotten so far as to unlock the door, surely you must have warded off the zombies, so it knows you have the scarab. But I feel like maybe these zombies can like get hung up on the graves if you don't mind me, good sir. Let me hold that thought. Use key on door. Okay. Unlock door with key. Okay. Open door. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll just slow this down a pinch. Okay. You can see by the flame on the wall that everything's slowed down a little. So save. Spooky. Spapaki. Spoopsy. S. Crimped. Okay. Look. Ground. Pandora's box is on the floor of the crypt. Look down. Look. Oh, that's rope. That's what it is. Look, rope. You see a pile of rope on the end of the platform. Pick up rope. You reach down and get the pile of rope. To your happy surprise, you find that the rope is actually a rope ladder attached to the end of the platform. Gladly, you throw the rope ladder over the edge of the platform where it falls to the floor below. Okay. Climb down ladder, since clearly this kills you when you fall. Okay. So here comes the mummy. Look out for the mummy. It's a mummy. Look, mummy, because he pieces out real fast. This mummy appears to be at least 1,000 years old. Its wrappings are loose and decayed, and it stinks. Gross. All right. So all I was going to say before was there's probably ways where you can dig up everything as you go while getting those zombies outside hung up on tombstones so they can't get you. So I guess the mummy is just insurance that you actually got the scarab, because there's definitely no way to get past him to get to Pandora's box if you don't have something to ward him off. So look, Pandora's box. Pandora's box is on the floor of the crypt. Let's save. Okay. And open Pandora's box. Just for fun. Just for funsies. You don't have it. All right. Pick up box. Open box. Okay, but you'll be sorry. That was very foolish, Rosella. Now look what you've gone and done. You've loosed the terrible demons and killed yourself in the process. Whoops. That was all the evil in the world. Okay. So I'm dead. But I feel like if I picked up Pandora's box in a game and didn't open it, like I feel like people would be bummed out. So just wanted to show you what happens. So pick up box. Now let's get the flying frim-fram out of here. Climb rope. Look at all these points we've got. God, that's delightful. Okay, so close door. Okay. Wouldn't want any zombies getting into a crypt. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we can speed this up a little bit again. Yes, I know, the terrifying zombie did things. Okay. So now it is time to go back to Lolat. Hello, Raven. That's... Oh, never mind. I was going to make a That's So Raven joke, and then I embarrassed myself into not doing it. And here we are. So we head back up the cliff for the third and final time, because now, I mean, truly, we've really done a lot for this chick. We've got her a unicorn. We brought her a box with all the evil in the world in it. And a hen that lays golden eggs. I mean, come on with your nonsense. Like, at some point, I'm gonna have to use the B word. Bodacious. Bad. Bad. So they take me back to Lolat. And as you can see, 176 with 230, we're getting close to the end here. Lolat smiles an evil smile. You know, she says, I've never asked you your name. What is it? You tell her, Rosella. Rosella, what a pretty name. You wonder what this is all about. Can't be good. Definitely not going to be good. You will find out soon enough. Oh, you find out soon enough. Ugh. Well, Rosella, Lolat grins ominously, you've earned your reward. My son Edgar has fallen in love with you. I wish him to be happy, and I give you the honor of being his wife and my daughter-in-law. Well, shit. Your heart turns flips and somersaults as you hear this. Perhaps of joy? Oh, Edgar, you're a nice dude. He can't help it that he's green and just disgusting. You'll be married first thing in the morning, she informs you. You will sleep in Edgar's room tonight, while my son sleeps elsewhere. Ah, keep it chaste. I appreciate that. She motions to her goons. Let us relieve you of your burdensome load before you retire. Load. Okay. You are so shocked by this tragic turn of events that you hardly notice your possessions being taken away. This is a bummer. To her goons, Lolat orders, escort our Rosella to her room. It's a little bit of a downer from a girl. Oh, well, this is a fine mess of turnips we've gotten ourselves into. You think to yourself, now what? Look, room, I guess. Normally, this is Edgar's tower bedroom. Actually, for being in such an awful castle, it looks quite comfortable, but you're in no mood to care. I like the way they did this, like the way they show you a little cross-section of the wall and the door and just let you know that there's wall there, but you can still peek inside. Good design. Look out window. You see the mountain out the window. Wow, so deep. So very deep. Look dresser. You see a chest of drawers with a mirror on top. Look mirror. You look in the mirror and see the reflection of a poor but beautiful peasant girl. That's me. Oh, it's Edgar. You hear something at the door. What's this? Why, a beautiful red rose has been pushed under your door. You pick it up and carry it with you. Oh, man. But did you see what happened with that rose situation? What a beautiful red rose. What's this? Why, there's a little gold key attached to the rose. Take key. You remove the little gold key from the red rose. Unlock door. You're not close enough. Okay, how about that? You can see my little feet, my little tootsies. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Open door. Okay, now again, another good chance to save. Oh, sweet Edgar, you're so nice. Edgar, save. Protect. I attack. Smoke. Crack. Ah, there's no room. Oh well. All right, so now it's oop. This is an easy place to die. Okay, so must be careful as I work my way down this situation. Nope. This way. Nope. Sorry, this is where it switches over in controls and it gets a little confusing. Okay, there we go. All right, so far so good. Oh, sleeping goon. He's chill. Look, goon. The henchman is asleep. Look in general. You are at the bottom of the west tower. A spiral of stone steps winds to the top. Okay. So I gotta be super careful, quiet. Okay. Let's save again. I'm just gonna save it as something slightly different. So I have two separate save games here. Don't want to wake up the goon. Keep it quiet, Raven. Don't F me on this. All right, here we go. Look. You have discovered the castle's kitchen. Not a very pleasant kitchen, but a kitchen nonetheless. Against the back wall, two cabinets flank a cold stone fireplace. You see a long table under the one small window. Okay. Open cabinet. The cabinet is full of dishes. That don't do shit for me. I could have had dishes back at the dwarves' house hours ago. Open cabinet. Here are all your possessions. Wow, so either a bunch of dishes or literally all my shit. Take possessions. Take stuff. Thank you. Look table. Nothing on the table interests me. Great. In that case, let me just save real quick. Ah. Okay, so I'll replace this one with got my stuff. All right. Now I just have to sneak back. Don't mind me, Mr. Guardman. And now, sneak over here. Okay, don't want to get too close to the goon, because he'll wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, and then I'm fucking dead. So, now here we go. Quietly up the stairs. Thank God she has like 7 simultaneously a sleep henchman. Okay. If I remember the layout of this castle correctly, there's that door there. I believe I die if I go there, because that's where the torture chamber was and such. So I want to go up these stairs. Let me save again, because this is getting a little disturbing. Sorry, John. You're out of here. Replace John's save with stairs. Okay. Let me go up the stairs. Oh, here we go. There we go. And I fall into my death. Wow. Very attentive guards. Okay. Good thing I saved right on those stairs. Okay, just gotta really hug this wall. And we did it. Okay, there she is. Sleeping like a beautiful baby. Open door. I'm right on the door. Unlock it first. You got it. Unlock door. Which key do you want to use? The gold key or the skeleton key? I'll use the gold key. On door. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Open door. Okay. Let me in. Okay, come on. Okay. Look, Lolat. The evil fairy sleeps soundly in her bed. She wears Genesta's magic talisman around her neck, and you see it gleaming upon her chest. As she sleeps, she makes very strange clicking sounds. Ugh, that's normal. Look, talisman. You don't have it. Okay, well, I'll just save right here. Has got my stuff, bitch. Take talisman. Maybe if I gently remove it. Okay, well, she has woken up, and I'm dust. You stupidly wake Lolat up. Viper, she screams as she quickly sits up, points a gnarled finger at you, and zaps you into oblivion. Well then. Okay. I didn't have to say it was stupid. I mean, just... Okay, so... Cool, I guess that's what she thinks of her son's future wife. I guess I'll shoot her with Cupid's arrow. Because what could do better for anyone than to be in love? It'll make her filled with happiness and probably come back to life and be a good person. You aim the golden arrow toward Lolat. You let go of the bowstring. Zing! A direct hit. Well, yeah, it better be a point-blank range. Lolat sits straight up in bed, a look of agony upon her face. What did you do to me? She shrieks. I'm melting! Melting! No, wait, that's another story. Let's try again. It hurts! It hurts! Stop the pain! Stop it! You cringe as you watch the evil fairy die a painful death. What happened, you wonder? How could Cupid's arrow have done that? You thought that those arrows were harmless and contained only love. Hell yeah. Ah! Horrible, horrible love! Wait, that must be it. Love! Lolat was so evil that when all that pure love entered her body, it acted as a poison to her system. In spite of yourself, you feel a sense of sweet revenge. Yeah, fuck that bitch. As she breathes her last, Lolat manages to gasp, I don't know how, but I'll get you for this. Well, a bright new day is dawning. Hell yeah, it is. I've murdered. Oh, Edgar. Edgar bows to you, acknowledging his evil mother's death. He begins to say, you may now walk freely about the castle. And suddenly begins to blush. Oh, I love this guy. Poor Edgar. Well, sorry we murdered your mom. Look, Lolat. Lolat is quite dead now. Genesta's magic talisman hangs from around her neck. Take talisman. Okay. Look, talisman. That is a good-ass looking talisman. Okay, so let's save. We will replace intermission with I murdered for good. Happy death. Cool. All right, let's see here. There's nothing worse than succeeding at your main objective in these games and then fucking dying on the stairs. It's happened to me in almost every Sierra game I've ever played. Ah, yes. Look, goons. Lolat's goons are not appealing at all. Besides having an unnatural pallor to their skin, they are creepy little creatures who fly upon wings that resemble those of bats. Talk, goons. Lolat's henchmen must not speak, as you only hear them utter guttural sounds. All right. But I guess now that I murdered Lolat, they're cool. Everything's cool. So let's open this door. Really? Feels like I'm right on that door. Ah, there's the hen. And listen, it's the sound that Space Quest 3 used in Astro Chicken. I love that. I don't know which one came first, but I love it. Take hen. Got you, baby. And let's also take Pandora's box. Oops. No sense in leaving that lying around. Yeah, well, how about the good one? Oy vey. Okay. Got it. All right. 210 out of 230. We're doing very, very well. Let me just make sure there's nothing back here. I think this is just the torture chamber. Yep. That's fine. Don't mind me, gentlemen. I'll just be on my way after murdering your mom? I don't know what she was to you. Boss? Okay. G. I'm trying to make it exciting for myself by not saving. Yes, I did it. Okay. Thankfully, the game designers decided to make this staircase a little wider. Cool. All right. Let's get the rock out of here. Just make sure there's nothing back here that I need to be doing. Good looking castle. Wonder what these ravens are gonna do. Oh, the last day. Yep, that's just where I was. Okay, sweet. Look, raven. Maybe it's friendlier now. You see Lolat's raven spying on you. Okay, cool. Not any friendlier. Let's go! And what's this outside? You see nothing special. Okay, well. It's a stable. Where my sweet unicorn friend is. He's pissed. Look, unicorn. The unicorn looks at you with sadness. It needs to be free. Open gate. Rosella, you're standing in the way. Okay, sorry. Oh, well. There we go. As soon as you open the gate, the splendid wild unicorn impatiently leaves its hated prison. It quickly trots out the open stable door to freedom. Yeah, unicorn. Happy for you, bro. All right. What a beautiful day to walk near a castle of ultimate evil. All right, well, I never had to do— Ah! Well. God damn it, Ben, pause the episode. I've embarrassed myself. And we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Let's just make this normal speed. And I did save it, as Walkie Danger Man. Wow, man, that is really treacherous. Okay, back we go. Walkie Danger Man. Okay. That's how we're gonna do this. All right, all right. Once you get past that first part, it's a little bit better. It's more your classic Sierra, oh god, left down, left down, left down, left down thing. All right. Why wouldn't those, man, why can't those goons just like help a brother out and like, fly it, well, help a sister out and fly us down? I mean, like, they flew us 100 times when we were their mortal enemy. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to make this a little faster, because now I gotta cover some serious ground. Yeah, Raven. That chick's dead, so you can just do whatever now. Excuse me. It's 10 p.m. and I'm a little gassy. So this is not necessary to finish the game. But open door. Climb ladder. Look out for the mummy! Back he goes. Okay. Put back box. All right, we'll just leave that right there. Yep, got some points for that. Climb ladder. I mean, this is a box of ultimate evil. You gotta lock that shit away, you know what I'm saying? Close door. And lock door. You place the skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Click, it locked. You kick the key through the crack under the door. Now no one will ever accidentally release the evils of Pandora's box into the world. Hells yeah. That got me 2 points for ensuring that evil would never enter the world again. And now there's only one thing left to do. Hello, trees. Goodbye, house. Man, we've had such lovely adventures. Man, they just don't make them like this anymore. This is as good a time as any to say thank you to Roberta Williams and Mark Crow and Scott Murphy and Ken Williams and Josh Mandel and all the people at Sierra who made these games so special. I love being in this world, and as many advancements as there have been made in video gaming and graphics and all that, nothing can ever replace the feeling of being, 9 or 10 or 13, like your real formative years, and playing things at that age where it just feels so fascinating and it embeds itself as just this really special thing in your life. I'll replace Walkie Danger Man with Swimmy Danger, bro. Okay. Oop. Now, as long as a shark doesn't eat me. Ah, shark. Okay, let's try that again. No shark? All right, cool. As long as a shark doesn't eat me, I'm good to go. And back we are at Sweet Genesta's Island. Oops, I went to the wrong part. I gotta go in through the front door, where my lovely Genesta is. Look at those toucans. Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door. Well, they can freak out all they want, I'm going in. Look at this pretty castle. This is the entry hall of the Enchanted Ivory Palace. 2 of the doors are closed and presumably off limits to uninvited visitors. The left doorway, however, is open. Okay. Well, isn't this just lovely? Very 80s. A lot of pink and blue, aquamarine. You are on a tower stairway of the island's Ivory Palace. And up I go, and this computer's having difficulty running these little fairies with their pixie dust and whatnot. Ooh. Genesta's bedchamber is very beautiful and serene. Genesta lies very still upon the seashell bed, her concerned fairy helpers hovering near, and her pet snow leopard lying close by. Damn. Look, leopard. A white spotted snow leopard lies on the floor of Genesta's bedchamber. It lies quite still, but for the occasional twitch of its tail. So let's just save here. Let's save this as Dan's Fantasy. Cool. Let's try kissing that leopard. We don't have better things to do right now. It's probably not a good idea. Pet leopard? It's probably not a good idea. Deaf leopard? All right, well. Genesta's tiny fairy helpers flit furiously about, trying to keep you from disturbing the dying fairy. Well, punch fairies? You have better things to do than that. Whatever, man. All right, I'll just give her the talisman. You give the magic talisman to the dying fairy. Almost instantly, the color returns to her cheeks, and her green eyes begin to sparkle. She sits up in bed, stretches, and smiles at you. Heck yeah, baby girl. You all right? Oh, do I have to hit a button? Looks like it. Bring that rosy color back into those cheeks. Yay! This was a huge triumphant moment of my childhood. Yes. You have saved my life, Rosella, the beautiful fairy says gratefully. Oh, okay. And you have saved Tamir from the persecution of Lolat. We are deeply indebted to you. I want to go outside. I need to feel the warm sun on my face. Exuberantly, she waves her magic wand. There might have been some other part to that, but I didn't read it fast enough. Suddenly, you find yourself outside. My little hen, Genesta suddenly exclaims. Wherever did you find her? Oh, places. You explain that the ogre had possession of her. Hell yeah, I just got a perfect score. 230 to 230. Lock it in, baby. Take your screenshots now. Poor thing, she says. Well, at least she's back home now. Yes. She goes right into the ocean and gets eaten by a shark. Now for you, Rosella, Genesta says. It's my turn to help you out. I will return you to Daventry, and with the magic fruit, you will be able to save your father's life. We'd better hurry, though, as he doesn't have much time left. I love watching the game choke on itself at that moment. Yes, you are anxious to get home again. We'd better hurry, though. But first, Genesta proclaims, let's replace these peasant clothes with your royal gown. Shazam! She goes. That's the Rosella we know and love. With a twinkle in her eye, Genesta announces there is someone else deserving of a reward for his kindness and heroism. Ah, sweet Edgar. You have a beautiful soul, Edgar, the fairy says to the ugly little man. You should look like what you are. Boom. This handsome hunk is Edgar? Ding dang. Rosella, he says, I love you. Will you marry me? You think about it. You think about it some more. Then? I'm sorry, Edgar. You're very sweet, but I must immediately return home. Perhaps we'll meet again, you say. And as a matter of fact, you do. Well, Rosella, Genesta announces, well, goodbye. We'll never forget you. She's a fast talker. But you do meet Edgar again in the future, so fear not. Pick up that adventure hat, Rosella. I wonder how long she was actually gone for. Maybe it was just like 2 minutes, because they have not moved much. You give the healing fruit to your dying father and strongly urge him to take a bite, which he weakly does. Could you imagine if it didn't work after all this? What a bummer. Yeah! King Graham! How are you feeling, father? You excitedly ask him. Never felt better in my life, is his reply. What is in this fruit anyway? He wonders. Ha 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 ha! Like the freeze frame on everyone laughing. It is magic, father, and you tell your excited family of your adventure in Tamir. I guess they don't really ask any questions around here. I don't think you're through with this hat yet, you say. Your brother, Alexander, and your mother, Queen Valinus, readily agree. You've got too much life ahead of you. Aww. Sweet Graham. As you remember from the playthrough Ross and I did of the later King's Quest, he's very, very old in that one, but here he's still probably in his like 50s or something. So all's well that ends well. Until next time, goodbye. Yeah! Thank you, Roberta Williams, with your green eyes and purple eyeshadow. You're awesome. Oh, I got a secret code. I don't know what that does. And I also don't know what that symbol is between the J and the S. It's like an A, like the A that's connected to an E. It's all weird. But yeah, I don't know what that's used for. But I can tell you that this final screen here, when the secret code is gone, yes, this one, it saves it, and I remember calling my friend, Mark Pinhasevich, who I played this game with as a kid, and asking his mom to drive him over to my house so I could show him this victory screen, because it stays on here. And he wasn't able to, because his mom couldn't drive him. But I believe I took a picture, with like one of those like those wind-up cameras from CVS that you definitely probably can't buy anymore. Or maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, like those temporary disposable film cameras. And yeah, it was just one of my proudest moments when I beat this game. But I don't think I beat it until I was like 15, and I started playing when I was 9. So it was definitely a labor of love, even though now it just took like 3 hours or whatever it was. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. This game is right up there. This one specifically, King's Quest IV, was always my favorite. And along with the Space Quest games, yeah, just Sierra, man. What a special group of people and a special time. And I don't know. I'm sure there's independent gaming studios out there now that are doing really cool stuff, but for me, this was my crew. These were my people, and they left a huge mark on my life. And I remember reading an interview with Ken Williams, who owned the company, and his wife Roberta, who wrote these games, that like they lived in 3 different places now, and they had kids, and they would go sailing on a yacht in France, and I was so happy for them, because they really deserved it, because they brought a lot of people happiness, myself especially, and I just hope they're enjoying retirement and they're very happy wherever they are. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking these old school playthroughs enough that I get to do them more. Because I love sharing these games, and this game is 1988, man. I remember it very clearly, but it was 31 years ago. So the more time that passes, the more games like this risk being forgotten, and kind of lost to history. But I'm glad King's Quest still has a following, and that young folks like you are still interested in seeing the history of gaming and where this thing which we all love so much came from. Um, yeah, it's very gratifying to share this stuff. And if I ever have kids, I'll probably play it with them, and hopefully they won't be like, "Dad, this is boring," and I'll be like, "Shut up." So anyway, thank you so much, and I love you guys, and until next time, until the next big Sierra playthrough. I don't know when that'll be, maybe in 2020, but yeah, lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Whew. That was a journey.